Once upon a time, in the snowy mountains of Montana, lived a dog named Cash and his human Cheery Cherry. Cash wasn't just any dog. He was a brave and adventurous Pomeranian with a thick, fluffy coat and a nose that could sniff out excitement from miles away. One crisp winter morning, Cash and Cheery Cherry were sitting by the cozy fire inside their cabin. The air outside was gusty, and the snowflakes were falling in a soft, swirling dance. Cheery Cherry looked out the window and sighed. "It's a perfect day for an adventure, Cash. Let's go outside and play in the snow." Cash wagged his tail, his fur looking extra fluffy from the musty cabin warmth. He was always ready for a fun new adventure, especially if it involved snow. They both bundled up, wrapping themselves in warm blankets and scarves, and stepped outside. The world was covered in thick, soft snow, and it stretched as far as the eye could see. "I have an idea," Cheery Cherry said, a mischievous grin on her face. "Let's take the toboggan down the big hill," Cash barked in excitement. He loved riding the toboggan. They pulled the sled over to the top of the hill, the snow crunching underfoot as they climbed. The wind was gusty at the top, but Cash wasn't scared. With a quick, "Ready, set, go!" they jumped onto the toboggan and zoomed down the hill, laughing all the way. They reached the bottom with a big whoosh and tumbled into the soft snow, giggling. "That was the best ride ever," Cheery Cherry said, brushing the snow off her cheeks. "I'm ready for the next adventure," Cash barked. "Me too," Cheery Cherry said. "Let's build an igloo snow fort." So, they spent the next few hours building the coolest snow fort ever. They rolled giant snowballs, stacked them high, and packed them tightly to make the walls sturdy. The fort had windows, a door, and even a little roof. As they finished, they stepped back to admire their work. "Now we're ready for a snowball fight," Cheery Cherry said with a wink. "Bring it on," Cash barked. The two of them pelted snowballs at each other, laughing and dodging. Cash was quick, his Pomeranian instincts helping him dodge snowballs with ease. Cheery Cherry ducked behind the snow fort and peered out, ready to launch her next attack. Okay, Cheery Cherry called, laughing. "I surrender. You win, Cash. You're the snowball fight champion." Cash wagged his tail proudly, and they both sat down on a cozy blanket they had brought outside to rest. The sun was starting to set, casting a golden glow over the snowy landscape. "Do you know what would make this day even better?" Cheery Cherry asked. "What?" Cash tilted his head, looking curious. "Hot cocoa by the fire," Cheery Cherry said with a smile. "And maybe we could tell stories about the gold rush days when people came to Montana looking for treasure. Imagine all the adventures they had." Cash barked in agreement, and they headed back to the cabin, their footprints leaving tracks in the fresh snow. Inside, they snuggled up by the fire, sipping warm cocoa, and Cheery Cherry told Cash all about the brave people who searched for gold in the wild, snowy mountains. Cash listened intently, his eyes sparkling as he imagined all the adventures. "That was the best day ever," Cheery Cherry said, smiling at Cash as he rested his head on her lap. And Cash, with his trusty tail wagging softly, couldn't agree more. They had had the perfect snowy adventure, filled with toboggan rides, snowball fights, and a cozy snow fort. It was a day of fun and friendship, and the best kind of adventure.